And another one is complete. This is the Chaffee by Italieri. It was the World of Tanks edition. I will make a small confession here that one of the primary reasons I bought it was because you get a free tank in the game when you purchase the kit. What I wasn't prepared for when I purchased it was the fact that it only came with the World of Tanks decals, which means you couldn't build it basically any other way. So I had to send out an SOS to everyone I seem to know requesting appropriate extra decals, and I got some. Thanks a lot, Steve. I do appreciate that. I didn't get to use all the ones I wanted. They were kind of old and brittle and fell apart. But I did use the ones that worked out the best for vehicle markings and so on and so forth. What did I do to this model? Okay, pretty much out of the stock, out of the box. It was a really nice build. Didn't have to really do a lot to it. I did have a little fun with it. I left off like the extra track pieces, but I did add some resin parts, the backpack for instance, and the Mirmite can attached to the back because soldiers like to eat. I scratch built the strap that went over it. The rolled up tarp is part of the kit, but the wooden crate underneath it, completely scratch built. The machine gun was modified so that the mount swivels, and I also built the travel arm so it too can be dropped out of place. The really only other thing I built for it that I can think of offhand is this front machine gun. The kit part looked more like some kind of, I don't know, gnome club. There were no indentations. Instead of the holes that would have been it for cooling, there were little lumps, and it just looked like a little tiny little club, and I couldn't stand that. So I got a piece of styrene tubing and drilled all the little appropriate holes in the side. No, come to think, it wasn't tubing after all. It was a piece of rod, and I drilled it out clean through, and I drilled the holes in the side, now that I think about it. The only real issue I had was the tracks. These are the kit tracks on it at the moment. They turned out pretty good. They look pretty good, but the plastic they're made out of was just incredibly difficult to work with. To that end, I purchased a set of aftermarket tracks from AFE Club. What I didn't realize when I purchased it was that, until after I got one complete set built, was that the geometry for the front sprocket doesn't match up with the pins in the aftermarket track, so I was actually forced to go back and clean up, paint up, wash, and install the kit tracks. Now, you might notice that it's kind of muddy, and I did that because the reference photograph that this kit is being built on, I believe, is World War II. I will insert it at this point. It shows the vehicle absolutely covered with mud and crossing a bridge. Now, to that end the bridge. And now the vehicle. I'm just hoping that's all in focus. Oh, of course it's not. There we go. How's that? That looks better, I think. Yes. I found this photograph and just couldn't resist it. I had to build the bridge and I had to build the Chaffee. And I really like the way it turned out. I hope you do too. Thanks a lot for watching.